Let's try number 13. Number 13 says I have 900 centimeters and I must convert that to meters. Well, if I look at my sheet, I know that centi is here and it converts to my base, and meters is my base. So all I need to remember is that in 1 meter there are 100 centimeters. So in 1 meter there are 100 centimeters. And again, I'm canceling out zeros. So in 900 centimeters there are 9 meters. Well, let's say that you were intrigued with the scientific notation writing I used in the previous examples. Let's do it again, but in scientific notation. The 900 would have the decimal move twice. So it would be 9 times 10 to the second. A quick rule of scientific notation is that the number in front of the decimal has to be between 1 and 9. So it can only have 1 digit in front of the decimal. I'm going to do the same thing with the 100. The 100 can move the decimal twice. So I'm going to do 1 times 10 to the second. And I showed you that you're going to subtract the denominator from the numerator. So I'm going to do 2 minus 2, that equals 0. Well, I have 9 times 10 to the 0 times 10 to the 0 equals 1. So I would have 9 times 1, that equals 9 meters. Same thing. Alright, let's try number 18. Number 18, I have 60 meters and I have to go into nanometers. I know that meter is my base, so I'm going to go to nano. Nano is times 10 to the 9. 1 times 10 to the 9. So here I'm going to put that in 1 meter there is 1 times 10 to the 9 nanometers. So here I have 60. 60 is not between 1 and 9, so I get to move the decimal 1 time. So I would have 1.0 times 10 to the 1 meters over 1 meter Alright, so I've shown you what to do if you're dividing by exponents, but what happens if you're just multiplying by exponents? Well, in that case you add. So I would have 9 plus 1 equals 10. So I would have 10 raised to the 10, and the 6 stays the same. So 6.0 times 10 to the 10 nanometers. Let's try our last example. Our last example will be number 28. Number 28 is telling me to go from 9 microliters all the way to milliliters. I know that micro is here and that it has a conversion to the base, and milli also has a conversion to the base. So I need to do this in 2 steps. So in 1 liter I'm going to have 1 times 10 to the 6 microliters, and in 1 liter I'm going to have 1 times 10 to the 3rd milliliters. I know that it's 1 to the 3rd because milli is 1,000, so it can move the decimal place 1, 2, 3 times. So this answers your question of, can I have a negative exponent? And you can, because again, I'm going to subtract. I'm dividing, I'm going to subtract 6 from 3. That's going to give me negative 3. So my answer would be, after I cancel out my units, my answer would be 9 times 10 to the negative 3 milliliters. Now, you may have noticed that I could do 9 microliters, and if I already know and learned my conversion factors, I know that I want to go from to milliliters from microliters, and milliliters is times 10 to the 3, and micro is 10 to the 6, always 1 times 10. So I could also write it this way and still get the same answer. Alright, I hope this helped, and if it didn't, please do come see me for tutoring.